first thing we wanted to talk about today was sort of a new project, insurance. And you can tell us your insurance stories using the Contact Us link at therefineryshow.com. But Ryan had the story that he told us last week about his Obamacare pricing changes now that his insurance policy had to be canceled because it didn't meet the Obamacare regulations, meaning that people who don't know him and don't know his family say that he had substandard insurance before. So his insurance company had to cancel that policy and get him a new one that provides all the things that Obamacare says you need. And it's working out not all that well for him, and he's far from the only person, but he recorded a nice video. So your best case is $6,000 more a year?
Yeah, best case. More likely 7, 8, 9,000 more a year.
And there's some other subtleties too. If Ryan's son maxed out at 3,000, and then he spent the whole 3,000 on his expenses, and then the insurance company would pick them up. That's a point where, of course, the other members of the family would, still have to meet their cap and everything. So the original maximum would be if everyone spent all the amount that they had, everyone had that much of medical bills that they had to deal with. In this case, it doesn't matter who's sick. They still have to meet all the deductible of $11,000 before anybody gets covered.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't know, since I don't have the actual policies, I don't know if the doctors are covered, and we haven't gone that in depth yet. I did email the insurance agent and just said, wow, everything's more expensive. And she said, yeah, everything is more expensive, coverage is worse. You can thank the president for that.
But the emotional stories, the gripping accounts, the people who had insurance and were fine, and they were lied to, and now they're made much worse off. We need to tell those stories, and I appreciate that Ryan went first, and really do encourage people to get in touch with us again if they're wanting some help telling a story like this and putting it out. If we get dozens of these out and start sharing them and using that hashtag uninsurance, things like that, we might be able to get some attention of some people in Washington or some of the larger liberty organizations who I would have expected would have done something like this by now, but get some attention for this issue and get some tools and some ability, some videos to share that will help people talk about this narrative in a personal way.
Absolutely, and there's nothing more powerful than a personal message, a personal story like this, like what Ryan presented. It's really, it's an important thing it's an important way to communicate with regular people, because this is something that transcends politics. If you are having some problems with your insurance because of Obamacare, with your health care because of Obamacare, I mean, that's something that people are going to be going through a lot more now, with 2015 rolling around.
And here's what I want the contrast to be. You see the ads, the healthcare.gov ads have been all over the place, again, telling people to sign up and enroll, and little old ladies talking about they got covered for $60 a month. You tell me how that person gets $60 a month? It's because now Ryan is paying a heck of a lot more for a lot less insurance, and that extra money that's going into the insurance company is not going into their pocket. It's going to cover the costs of grandma at $60 a month. And that's an ambitious thing that we should be able to do, is cover grandma. But should we put Ryan and his family and their health in peril in order to do it?
I think the only option I'm really left with is what Alan Grayson claimed that the Republicans wanted to do. Just don't get sick, and if you do get sick, die quickly, because I can't afford to pay for the insurance anymore.